Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Operation Battle Ready. Welcome to our first installment of our continuing series called Schemes and Themes, where we talk to you about color schemes, how to come up with color schemes and themes.
This first installment is going to be pretty loose, and I'm hoping it triggers questions and feedback, and it'll help us through this series create very specific content. So for this first episode, I'm going to go through how I came up with and applied my clone trooper theme to the Pano army, which we will post here.
I will be talking about how I did the Age of Pilot as Diva from Overwatch.
So the inspiration of the theme was the Clone Trooper TV show. I was watching it at the time, fell in love with it, and that's what I wanted to convey in Infinity. One of the first things you want to consider if you're going to apply some sort of external referential theme, like Star Wars, or Flash Gordon, Halo, or whatever you want to give your army a vibe of. You kind of have to decide what's more important to you, because not every faction is a fit for every theme. You know, you wouldn't do Transformer themed US Ariadna.
And even what you decide to put on the models when you're starting to paint them, like when I did Diva, she's covered in different decals and like sticker type things down her leg, and it is not possible to paint that. Like it's not. So you have to pick which ones are recognizable, like from afar, you can tell that that's who they are, but also be, a little honest with yourself and don't try to do something that you're like overextending. And if you want to do something that you know is going to be hard for you, practice it on like a blank base, practice it on anything before you put it on the model.
The Clone Trooper idea was what was important to me, not Pano. I picked the theme and then I applied the faction to it. If I was a hardcore Pano player, I could have come up with Clone Troopers as well, but Clone Troopers would have been my, or Pano would have been my anchor point, was the idea. And I would be trying to find a theme to fit them. Whereas I came up with the theme and then I found the faction to fit it. The Pano armor, I think, came closest to Clone Trooper. And then from there, you want to start thinking about how those colors are going to translate onto the model. And with the Clone Troopers, it was a real natural fit. I could paint those same kind of designs that the Clone Troopers had on their armor. And because Clone Troopers come in different colors, then I got the idea of applying specific colors to specific Pano sectorials. So all of my Neoterra would be white with red striped Clone Troopers. All my generic support troops like Fusiliers and the remotes would all be orange, like the orange Clone Troopers. The Varuna was blue, the Shock Army was green, and for the Knights, I went and made all their tunics brown, and then went with ochre, non-metal metallic gold for their secondary color, and that became the Jedi of the faction. And then, paint the swords, lightsaber colors, and specific as I've been asked, no, I did not want to make lightsabers. I don't convert unless it's just calling out to me. I like the themes to just be kind of visual. I don't want knights with lightsabers actually running around, because that makes you think they'd be monomolecular, right? I didn't want to change the perception of what the unit could do. I just wanted to give that Jedi impression. So we had, blue and green glowing swords. So when doing a themed army like this, you want to cause as little disruption to the models as possible. Sometimes there's just that perfect model in another faction or a sectorial to convey some character. It just fits too well. Go ahead and do it. I don't know any opponents. I don't want to get too much into the proxy thing. I don't care whether my army look cool. So yeah, once in a while, like you can pull in a proxy model just because that thing looks so much like a character from your story.
Yeah.
It'll fit right in. Like in my Dune theme, and I use that little kid from the Outrage box to be Alia for a Dune themed army. That's a proxy, but that's cool. I'm doing it. So because the faction and the theme fit so well, when it came time to translate that onto the model specifically, that wasn't the hard part. That was pretty easy. And I don't think if I had assigned that task to most artists, they would have came up with the same thing. It all just kind of fell into place because the theme matched up really well. Other themes may require a little more translation. I did a Dune themed army that was kind of based off David Lynch's Dune. And really there aren't colors from that movie to, everybody wore dark brown, right? There wasn't much to convey, so I had to do it all more with mood. And that's why I created the song, the moon glow, and that kind of thing. But with the Pano army, it fit really well and it all fell together. And one of the things we want to do in these videos for you guys, if you have a theme idea, you're having trouble, get a hold of us. We're here for that kind of help too. Like, hey, I want a RoboCop themed Yu Ching army, and I don't know how to pull it off without making it look like it just spray painted in silver. Or get a hold of us. For sure. We love going on and on about it.
And as far as like translating a specific character onto a model, sometimes you do have to think outside the box a little bit on how to translate it. And the Guiche Pilot Diva, perfect example. So I have a picture here of her. As you see, she's got a big old peephole in the front, showing bare skin. This is a bodysuit. It's not, it's all connected. It's not like she's wearing like boots or anything like Diva is or anything like that. So when I was painting it, I was like, well, how am I going to make her look like she's wearing this full bodysuit and have the white somehow look like like all the designs were in the right spot? How to translate that right? So the peephole skin front wasn't skin anymore. Painted it the same as the bodysuit, and and I say this for anybody who looks at their model and maybe thinks they're a little too conspicuous. You can paint it like it's skin tight bodysuit material or whatever. That's fine. It's not gonna necessarily make the model look weird or change it how it looks that much.
Painted more than one pair of modesty pants on a technique.
Yes, exactly. Now, the Guiche Pilot is kind of perfect for Diva in that, she's she is wearing a bodysuit, so it was kind of easy. I didn't have to create weird lines like she was wearing armor or anything like that.
We have it here. That's what we keep looking down at.
Yeah, sorry. So I keep trying to describe what I'm looking at. Also, right in the chest area, she had like a perfect, open little spot. It was perfect for the little bunny rabbit, right where Diva has hers. So it all kind of fit pretty perfect. The only thing that took a lot of decision making and, thought was all the other weird things on her legs. And like I said before, you have to make decisions on what's recognizable, what you can actually achieve to do. Don't do the ones I did decide to do. You'll see pictures here when I did her. I did her big red and white or red and blue decal on her leg, which is super people can see that from far away. I also did the one with the crazy writing on top of it, so you could tell right away what it was. The hexes on the legs, because they kind of painted them to be a different color, I just treated that as white, like it was for boots. I kind of just, I had to Sometimes you have to be a little bit artistic and get creative and go outside the box and be like, well, this isn't going to be exact, because it's never going to be 100%. You can get close, but it's never going to be 100%. So you have to just get as close as you can, and sometimes you can achieve really cool results. Like the Ouija one works perfect for Diva, and it worked out perfect. I did no conversion work to it. The only thing that was added was the green stuffed Doritos bag and Doritos on the base itself. And those are little things you can do too with models. If you know there's like a certain element of them as a character that makes them them, you know, if you want to go for it, try to green stuff something on there, paint a little, like, I don't know, graffiti thing.
If you're going to do a theme, don't forget to think about the bases. They can add a lot to the theme. They can define the theme. They can unify the theme. You know what can't do that? Clear acrylic discs. Stop it. Stop. Put bases on your models. Paint them. Finish the painting. Base is the background of the painting. Without the base, it's like a window decal. Think about those bases, how they can apply to the theme. You know, like with the Star Wars bases, I just used those great clone trooper. I picked a good Warsenal base. They're great. They're you know, especially for Infinity, there's so many great bases that Warsenal makes. I've got a Tron theme base working on from their Togag theme. They can be interpreted so many different ways. They're an absolute favorite. Second runner-up, Micro Art Studios. Great Infinity lines, great non-Infinity lines. Fun stuff there too.
A lot of details. That's something I love about their bases. They have a lot of like cute little details on the bases, which if you don't want to grade stuff, those are the bases to use. Basically did it for you.
But yeah, even so much as on both the Hakaslam theme and the Clone Trooper theme, the base is added so much. And in the case of Hakaslam, it was because it let me continue the lighting and reinforce the angle of the lighting by also reflecting it on the base. It helps. You know, you always say that non-metal metallic, you hear people say non-metal metallic doesn't look good in real life because it only looks good from one direction. Now if you do the base right, paint your base. Oh, and on the Pano Army and the Clone Troopers, it was just by using those great muted, like, they use a lot of muted wine, you know, soft grays, and it was just a matter of, you know, giving it those Star Wars-y animated colors, and it sells the theme. Right now, for my man Christian out in Germany, I'm working on a themed unit, a themed collection, not a fire team or anything, of intruders. And we're going for like ship, cargo bay, access tunnel, camo.
Nice.
But the bases are going to be instrumental in that too. It's not going to look right without them. Paint your bases. Hopefully this first little episode can spark some conversation, give us some feedback, ask questions. Maybe we'll answer them right there, you know, during an episode. Collect it up. Get a hold of us on Patreon. You can email me at studio.ultramega@gmail.com.
Or you can email me at riotgirlpainting@gmail.com.
Why don't you spell Riot Girl for
RIOTGRRL.
2 R's.
2 R's. Not I. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And thank you to all amazing patrons on Patreon. Thank you for supporting us. We love you all. Yeah. Catch you on the flip side.